Alrighty, hello everybody. Welcome to what is definitely not a gameplay video with live commentary, because this is just going to be put over something else. 2023 is about to end, and I wanted to take a little bit of time out of your day to sit you down at your desk and reflect. Let's reflect a little bit, shall we? Yeah, no, 2023, what a year, huh? What a year. Practically, for me, not a lot changed in, the big life, in real life, outside of games. Still working at my job, still hate it with a passion, still hate it with a passion, but we're getting through it, we're getting that bread, and every once in a while we stream. But yeah, I don't know, I haven't really been streaming a lot lately because, especially not in December, because I'm gonna be real honest, I wasn't feeling it. I really just haven't been feeling it. Energy levels have just been in the gutter, which I could relate to a few things. One of which is me having been very sick in the past few weeks. In halfway through November, I got a disease, which was a sinus infection. I got a very bad sinus infection that I let, get way worse than it had to be. So I was on antibiotics for a long time, I was coughing, I was not in the greatest of moods, and I, had to just rest up a lot. Then everything was fine for a little bit, and then I got sick again in the beginning of December, which was just a normal, just annoying cough, but it wouldn't be fun if I had to go streaming and just cough like that every once in a while. And I was good for like a week, and then everybody in the house got it, and I am sick again. Winter time. What a fun little time it is. I'm still annoyed about that, but yeah, no, the general consensus is that I haven't done a lot in December 2023 when it comes to streaming. I think my last stream was like the 3rd of December. Today is the 23rd of December, and I'm trying to make a little bit of a change for, that, because I do want to stream a little bit, but I just don't know what I was gonna do, and, we'll see. But hey, let's talk about 2023 as a whole. What have we been up to? What have we done? I have written down a few things here in a notepad, because I know I was just going to be rambling off constantly and not try to talk about anything interesting. So, gameplay-wise, stream-wise, we have started over 20 Let's Plays. I think the exact number is 22. Which is, you may think, hey, there are 52 weeks in a year. How come you only beat 22 games when you stream for like a good 4 to 5 days a week? Reasoning is, I had that same idea. I had that same idea going on in my head, like, wow, only 22? That's not a lot. How did that happen? What happened? What made this occur? First of all, you gotta realize that I probably stream, on average, 2.5 hours to 3. 2.5 to 3 hours whenever I stream, and I do that. Isn't really a lot of time, especially when games are over, 10 to 15 hours these days. So I did a little bit of digging and did a little bit of research as to why I only played 22 games. Keeping in mind that sometimes I just do casual stuff that I don't record. But if I look at the list, there are a few big games in there. Stuff like Star Wars Jedi, The Fallen Order, the first one, Sunset Overdrive, Yakuza 0, which is a very big game. Very big game, which I technically didn't even do all the way because I missed a whole bunch of side content. Apparently I didn't even do poker. I didn't even do one of the side stories where you get extra moves for a combat style. Like, I didn't do any of that, and it took me a second playthrough that I'm recording right now on my own, trying to grind out trophies for the game, to just realize how much shit I've actually missed. But yeah, that's Yakuza 0. And other than that, we also have Watch Dogs Legion and Borderlands, Dead Rising 4. Those are all pretty big games. And, you know, you could argue that it's only 6 out of the 22 games, but, you know, those take up a lot of time. Let's say that a normal game that is open world, stuff like Watch Dogs Legion, I think was like a good 8 sessions, if I'm not mistaken. Let me just... Watch Dogs Legion, no, that is even more. Watch Dogs Legion has 13 sessions, apparently, with Yakuza 0 having also 14. So it's a big, those are big games, very big games. And, you know, considering that I stream like a few days a week with a varying schedule, 14 sessions is a lot. So yeah, I was just hard on myself for not playing as many games. But we did actually, you know, play a lot of them, considering that I went through some big fucking games. And also, speaking of games, we did a lot of variation. We had a lot of games that I haven't played. We had a lot of games that I heard about or just wanted to experience again. For stuff that I haven't played, stuff like Sunset Overdrive, Star Wars, Alan Wake's American Nightmare, Destroy All Humans, Medieval. There's a few games that I've played that I've never played before. And it's pretty interesting to broaden my horizons and just get through my backlog of my PS4 library. Which is funny that I say that because I also played a lot of games on PC. But yeah, we broadened our horizons. Some games were good, some games were bad. Stuff like Resident Evil 4 Remake, had a really good time with it. Destroy All Humans also had a good time with it. And then there were games, I'm gonna be real honest with you, like stuff like Medieval, didn't really have the best of time with it. What else was there? I mean, that's just one of them. That's just one stinker that I had. I didn't really enjoy that much. Crash Bandicoot 4, I hated with every fiber of my being, but, you know, that's because I just don't like Crash Bandicoot. But hey, onwards, we beat Crash 4. We never have to play that game again, so we're free from the curse, unless I want to platinum that game, which I really don't want to do. But let's move swiftly along. Outside of games, outside of streaming, I've also been watching a lot of movies. Apparently, I took a look at Letterboxd, which is this app where you can log every movie that you watch and give it like a little bit of a score, a little bit of a review. Pretty fun stuff. Apparently, I've watched over 60 movies in my spare time, which is good. I like watching movies. I have a huge collection. I even have a few boxes sitting next to me that have a lot of movies in it. Mostly Blu-rays that I've been collecting since 2021. And we're getting there. We're slowly getting there. It's fun. But yeah, 60 movies. A lot of mixed feelings with the movies I watched. Mostly because the stuff that I want to watch is just, you know, action. I want to watch action, and then I watch a normal action flick, and I'm like, wow, this sucks. And then, you know, I'm kind of surprised when I look up general reviews, and it says that the movie is indeed very bad. But, you know, that's why you gotta broaden your horizons. It's fun to talk about, which I'm gonna do on stream, probably. Also, let's go back to the stuff that you guys probably care about, which is my content. I'm saying that, like I'm not being a huge egotistical maniac. Well, let's move along. Let's talk a little bit more about content. YouTube has been getting more content, I think, on average, which is some good stuff. I have been doing this thing where I do one video a day instead of 2. It's just a lot more manageable for me, because otherwise I have to do 2 different projects at the same time. And now I still do that, but now if I am behind on one project, I can just keep uploading the other thing. And it makes for a lot more a lot less stress when I have to, you know, make a quota. Because I usually just edit on the Friday that I have off work. And whenever I do not make like a quota, like beforehand I had to make like 14 videos in one day, which was not fun if I wanted to keep a daily schedule. And now I just need to do 7, and everything after that is extra, which is good. It's very good. We have been getting on that grind, and speaking of the grind, if you have to make content, you have to do a lot of research and learn how to get better, which is what I've been doing. I've been learning a little bit here and there how to use my editing software, how to use Photoshop. It's not good, like I'm not good at it, but I do have some notes here and there where I do know a few tricks to make some better content, which hopefully will, you know, pay out dividends in the future. I just hope that the content that I've been making is way better when you compare it to last year or the year before that. I just hope. Also for streaming, I figured out how to do a lot more quality, like little tidbits here and there to make it better. Stuff like a limiter on my microphone, which is actually very simple to do. I just never knew how to frickin' do it. So I learned that, did it, and my mic quality is a lot better on stream these days. Also just audio mixing has been way better. Usually my games were very quiet and my voice was very loud, and then there's like a nice little mix where the game is pleasing to the ears and my voice is grating, but it's not too loud. But yeah, that's that for content. Like I said, I'm learning every day. Every day I try to do something and I have to look up on Google like DaVinci Resolve, how to do standard stuff. How do you export a video in 60 frames per second? And then the video is just like, you fucking idiot. You need to do it when you start the footage. When you start editing the footage, you need to put it on 60 frames per second. And I'm like, whoa, I did not know that. And then I have to restart a whole project. But yeah, there's been a few things that I've been doing here and there to learn editing, and it's been going. It's a slow progress, especially when, you know, very little spare time, because I have a full-time job where I have to sit at least 37 hours a week and then go home. So that it's like you could easily say that I'm at work. Like if I have to calculate it, I leave for work at 8 a.m. and I'm home at 7 p.m. So that's 11 hours of the day that I have wasted on going to work. And then at like 8 p.m. I'm finally free, and then usually I stream for 3 hours and then head to bed. I want to do it all the next day. And given that I sometimes have to work 6 days a week, it's not fun. It's not fun. It's also very draining. But we're making it through. We're making it through. Now, enough about work. Let's not dwindle on that too much. Let's actually talk about some stuff that I've been doing on the side. Mostly platinums and trophy hunting. I have been slowly working on platinums here and there, but I'm gonna be real honest, my progress on it has been in the gutter. I'm pretty sure, I'm gonna open up my PlayStation app right now because I can take a look at my inventory of games and trophies. There's like at least 3 games I have that are ready to be platinum, but I just haven't done it yet because I'm lazy. And also certain games that I've started that are just way too fucking long to platinum. Because at the moment of recording this, I have 10 platinums. And certain games that I've started. Borderlands Game of the Year Edition, ripe for the picking. Back 4 Blood, I can do that easily if I wanted to. Okay, I'm gonna be real honest, there's not that many. Oh, and Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. I still have to, you know, complete that as well. There's just a few games here and there that I can easily just sink a few hours into, and then I have the platinum and I never have to worry about it again. I just don't do it because I'm lazy and stupid. But yeah, the consensus is I really wanted to get more platinums in this year, but I think I've just started many projects that I wanted to complete and bit off a little bit more than I can chew. Stuff like Resident Evil Revelations, which apparently is a very big, grindy game. Dead Rising 4, which is also very grindy and annoying to play. And Back 4 Blood, I've been very close with getting Back 4 Blood, but there are a few trophies here and there that just aren't fun to play through in the slightest. A lot of the DLC stuff that I've been trying to do also is just annoying. And I'm just stuck on a few sections, which I probably should get a crew for, but I don't. But, you know. So, yeah, I could have gotten more platinums. I have like an entire stack of games that are easy to play, casual to play, and instead I boot up Stardew Valley and say, hey, I'm gonna platinum this one, which is a game that can take upward of, let's say, 100 hours. I'm actually gonna look that up. I'm actually gonna look that up because I have no idea if that is true, whether or not it takes 100 hours. Also, apparently on PlayStation profiles there is a Freddy Fish game. Yeah, 110 hours. A 110 hours. What? 110 hours, and I've only played it for 20. So that's fun. That's very fun, isn't it? But yeah, no. I've been worrying about unimportant stuff like that all the time. And I think it's also the reason why my energy has been all over the place this year. Sometimes I would have energy up the ass, and sometimes I would be so tired that I come home at 8 p.m. and at 8 p.m. I'm already in my bed, sleeping the night away, and I wake up at 7 a.m. So yeah, it's not fun when you get home and the first thing you think is, I gotta stream in a few minutes, which is not a healthy mindset to have. Streaming should be something that I do for fun. Making content is something I should do for fun, and as soon as I realize that I want to do it for fun, it makes for a fun stream. And sometimes, because I make a schedule and I'm tired from a bad day at work, I get very annoyed that I have to stream. Which is really weird, because what I do to have fun is play video games. And then when I say, hey, I'm gonna play video games, I don't want to play video games. I'm a weird little fella in that regard. I'm a weird little fella. I think it's more of a disciplinary thing, and there's probably also a lot of things that I can do to actually help my energy levels get a little bit more on peak. Like, I did it with gamer subs. I drank a lot of gamer subs in the beginning of the year, and that helped me with my energy a little bit, and then it all dried out and I couldn't use it anymore because I don't know what happened. Also, coffee. I wanted to drink coffee, but I already drink that a lot during the day, and I don't think it's really good for my kidneys, so I should probably not do that as well. There's a lot of things that are, you know, factoring in. People say, I've heard that doing exercise before you stream or just do anything helps get your energy levels up, because just sitting in a chair, especially after you eat dinner, is not good. You become sleepy. So yeah, maybe I should do that. But again, that's a disciplinary thing. We shall see. But yeah, that is kind of 2023 in review. If you want to get bullet points, energy levels were not what I wanted it to be. I thought I didn't do a lot of games this year, but apparently I did. They were just very big. And I'm learning. I'm learning to make better content every day, so I hope that next year, content is going to get even better. Speaking of next year, what do I want? What do I actually want to achieve next year. I think the most important thing that I want to achieve in 2024, the future year, is I just want to keep everything balanced, and I want to have a nice standard balance in everything. Because, let's be honest, I have to work. I work a full-time job, which sucks. I have daily uploads. I have a streaming schedule that I wanted to do 6 streams a week, which is not very healthy. So I'm gonna try to keep everything a little bit more balanced, mental health-wise and just content-wise. So what does that mean? For YouTube, for the people watching on YouTube right now, you will be getting an average of 6 YouTube videos a week, with 1 a day. Now, I was talking about keeping it balanced and trying not to do everything daily, but this is doable. This is doable. Because, like I said, I was used to making 14 videos in 1 day, so why not make 7? And you may be thinking, hey, you said an average of 6, but you say you were gonna edit 7. Yes, because I'm going to be factoring in the fact that sometimes I will just not have time, I will be gone, or stuff will just happen. And saying that I need to have a video every day is not very good for me, so I'm just gonna say I need an average of 6. So if shit goes wrong, I still can say, hey, I have an average of 6 videos. So that means I have like a few days respite in the year if something does happen. Other than that, that is YouTube. And for Twitch, I'm going to be cutting down streams as well a little bit. Mainly because I want to spend a little bit more time being social with friends, with family, stuff like that. And that means that there's gonna be, again, an average of 4 streams a week. Now, I've been thinking, and the days where I'm not going to be streaming are going to be Thursday and Sunday, probably, because that is where I'm going to be trying to be a little bit more social and work on, you know, relationships and shit, you know, because that's stuff that I work on. So that means that Thursday I probably won't be home, because that is my last day of the work week. So Thursday I'm going to be spending it with my loved ones, if possible. And Sunday is always me spending time with loved ones, so that's also never gonna happen. Now, of course, this is purely speculation right up this point. It could very well happen that's on Thursday I will just be sitting there in my chair waving at a camera like an idiot, saying, hello, I had no plans and nobody wanted to do anything with me. So, you know, it may happen. I'm just saying, I'm gonna try to balance a schedule for 4 days a week and see where that goes. So you will have a stream on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and probably Friday. Or Saturday, because Friday is my day off and I normally don't want to spend my day off on a stream. Weirdly enough, it is the days where I am home is where I don't want to play video games for you guys, which is weird, and I may have to, you know, do something about that. I may have to do something about that, but we shall see. So I'm gonna try to keep it an average of 4 streams a week. Could be 5 streams, who knows? Could be 6, could be even 7, who knows? That all just, you know, depends on what my schedule says. But that is gonna be another thing that I'm gonna work on. Schedules. I'm gonna try to keep schedules coming for both YouTube, Discord, Twitter. Not on Instagram, because Instagram is mostly for my cooking, weirdly enough. But yeah, as for what the streams themselves will be, I'm just gonna try to find a better balance between my short and long games. If I want to play Yakuza Kiwami next year, which I probably will, I will try to factor in a lot of smaller games that are easy to beat or just take like 4 to 5 hours to complete, so I still have like a nice rotund meal diet, whatever you call it, of content with Kiwami or Far Cry Primal. Those are two big games I'm trying to play next year. So I just have a little bit of a balance between those things. One long game is what I'm trying to do, and then like a few short games in between. Kind of depends on how long the long game takes. But yeah, it also makes for a lot more diverse schedule, which I also think is a problem that I had with motivating me to keep streaming. Because if you're playing games and 2 weeks in a row you have to play the exact same games on the exact same days for the exact same time, this is weird. So we shall see what we shall do. But yeah, I'm gonna try to find a better balance between those things. Do pat me on the head with a stick if I don't. And speaking of communication as well for the schedule, I also just want to, make more posts, more interaction online on Discord. I have a Discord. There's going to be a link in the description. Please join. We would love to have you and your memes. I'm just gonna try to post more, be more active, maybe do community game nights with Discord if the people are interested. We shall see. And finally, just more trophy grinding. Make a little bit more casual content. Stuff where if I do feel like I'm not in the best of energy levels, I just, take a day to just casually play something. Maybe not talk as much. Stuff like playing Stardew Valley. That's a long game. Something that I want to grind out. I want the platinum. But it takes a while, so maybe if I'm ever feeling a little bit down or don't want to play as much, I'll just play some Stardew Valley or other casual games. Maybe just boot up Dead Rising again because I like Dead Rising. We shall see. I don't know. But that is kind of what I have planned. It's kind of what I've planned. So let's recap a little bit. 6 YouTube videos a week with 1 video a day. I have 4 streams a week planned normally if everything goes right. Mostly because of social reasons and me just wanting to not force myself and burn myself out because I do work. More balance between shorter games and long games. And just more interaction. More posts on both Instagram, maybe TikTok, maybe Twitter. A lot of that stuff. So yeah, that is kind of what I have planned. There is a lot of stuff still being edited, still being uploaded. I think I just have uploads going on right now, but this is going to take precedent because this is going to be uploaded ASAP. And streams hopefully will continue soon. As soon as I get my ass out of my chair and decide to actually do something about it. But yeah, as for, that is everything I had to say. Time for the soppy stuff. Time for the soppy stuff, I say while rubbing my hands mischievously. But no, I just want to thank everybody who has been watching this content a lot for their support. A lot of people from Discord. A lot of people who have been a regular in my chat. A lot of people who have been supporting me, keeping me, from quitting, mostly, because if there's nobody watching, nobody to interact with, then what's the point? But I do want to give a very heartfelt thank you to anyone who's been subscribing on Twitch, on YouTube, anybody who's been sharing the content, showing the content to friends, family, or just been lurking in my chat or having the game that I have on, the video I mean, in the background. That just means a lot to me, and I hope I can be as entertaining in the next year and the year after that, hopefully the year after that. But yeah, just big thank you to everybody. I hope you have a very nice end of 2023. And I hope you get a lot of nice presents. If you do not celebrate anything, I hope you stay safe. I hope you stay hydrated. And I hope you are staying healthy as well. If there's anything you want to share, any games you have played, any platinums you are proud of. Be sure to share them in the comments. If you like this video, then, you know, do the shamalama ding-dongs that YouTube wants you to do to help the algorithm. I say as I stumble over my words. But that's the update. That is the update of 2023. And I hope you guys liked it. And I'll see ya, hopefully, soon again. Stop by on stream and like the posts that I have made for schedules and everything like that. A lot of content. We're gonna do it. Aight? Aight. See you guys later.